Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment.
Last night, Carl Rove spoke to a packed house of 1,000 plus people at Concordia University in Moorhead, Minnesota. I thought this would be a great opportunity to ride up there right after school, 45 minutes away, for my first confrontation, potential confrontation, with such a war criminal that's engaged in such high treason. So I got there 2 hours early and arrived at the front of the line in the doorway. And when the event started, all the Rovarians cheered at everything he said. He deliberately lied to the people, and they were still cheering. He said that they knew there were weapons of mass destruction, and they just disappeared. But they don't know where, but they were for a fact there, which is a lie to the American people. But nonetheless, he was taking a question and answer segment for students, so I got in line. But he only took 5 student questions and left 20 minutes early to avoid protesters. So I never got my question. As I barged my way to the front of the Centrum, he snuck out the back with security without even taking the time to take pictures or sign autographs. So there was no potential confrontation there. So as soon as he got out the back door, I started addressing the crowd about 9/11 truth. After about a minute of addressing the crowd and being pushed around by the audience and grabbed and slapped in the back and the arms, I was able to turn my camera on, and I continued to do it while lackluster taping it as I was solo. And this is what happened as I addressed the Rovarian zombies. There's 2 sides to the 9/11 story. 16 men armed with box cutters didn't take over a multi-billion-dollar defense. 9/11 was a false flag operation. Why don't you go with your dad? 70% of the victims' family members' questions were never answered. If somebody you know was killed, would you want your questions to be answered?
Answer me a question. How many people would have to keep that secret?
Not that many high levels of government. High levels of government. Study both sides. Take a flyer and study both sides. I dare you. Why won't you just take a flyer? Take a flyer.
Yeah. Oh, how about I punch you and then have you arrested for inciting a riot?
I'm not inciting a riot. There's no riot here. This is the First Amendment. This is the First Amendment. I'm filming.
Well, what do you got here? Explain it to me.
That is a flyer on why you should support a new 9/11 investigation.
Okay, so what are the facts?
Building 7 fell at free fall speed. That's every core column has to be taken out at almost identically the same time. 47-story buildings don't fall at free fall speed. Fire does not have the capability of doing that.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
So you need to study both ways.
This way.
Why?
Off the campus. That's why.
I'm going. All right, let's go. Let's go. 9/11 was an inside job! When I get straight off the campus?
Concordia wants you off the campus.
Well, I know that, but once I get off the campus, well, I know what you're saying, but... So you're telling me to get off the campus and then call for my ride to pick me up while I'm off campus?
Yep, you're free to do anything you want once you're off Concordia's campus, okay?
Alright, sounds good. I challenge you to take a flyer. Just take one because...
I don't get involved in politics.
Well, this isn't politics. This is nonpartisan. This is an issue. I know many of the victims' family members.
You head right straight through here, all right?
I know many of the victims' family members that had people dying that day and their questions weren't answered. So, wouldn't it be respectful to get an investigation, a proper one? So after the event, I spoke out about 9/11 being an inside job, and I was escorted out by police as well as pushed and slapped in the back and arms by bystanders, and the police also grabbed my wrist and drugged me out of the event for simply yelling 9/11 was an inside job, which is freedom of speech. He also lied to the people many times in the event. I was interviewed by Concordia newspaper writers, and I was also successful in handing out many of these flyers. So We are not afraid. We are change.